my first time on the camera. Oh! Many more to come. Stay tuned. Just playing around some more. That's all. Here's the final look. Stay tuned. Putting on just going around the perimeter of my forehead and just slightly, just like that. Like just little short strokes. And then whenever I do my contour, I always go like in my little area right here. I don't know, is that the temple? Go right here. That's where I start, and then I bring it down. And I also have natural high cheekbones anyway, and so I try to follow along where that is. And then you just connect it, and then I go behind the ear. Y'all see that? Like right behind the ear. And then I just bring it down, following my jawline. And then same thing over here. Go behind the ear. And then you follow that jawline. You see that? Yeah. So what you're doing is you're just following your natural lines of your face. This is where the light hits. This is where you have the shaded area of the face where it's just natural. So if I didn't even put any makeup on, you would just naturally be able to see that anyway. So definitely, if you're new to this, go just look in your just go to the mirror, turn on the lights in the bathroom or in your room, wherever, and just take time and just look at your face and see where the light naturally hits you, and then where you naturally have a shadow on the face. Yeah. And so then right here, I just like to go around my chin, and I like to plump my lips even more. So I go in and I will add contour under just to make them pop even more. So that was a bit extreme. I don't usually put that much on, but it is what it is. And then I'm gonna go in right at my brow bone, and I'm just going to boop, and go to the other side and boop. Yeah, not too much, because you're just going to end up bringing it down with your brush, but enough to see the product, but not enough to bring it all the way down with the stick itself, because you're going to let the brush do that work for you. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to let this sit probably for about a minute or two, let it dry down, and then if it gets too dry, then I always go in with my Urban Decay De-Slick, or maybe I use rose water, or my is it the Mario Badescu rose water, and I'll spray it down just to bring some moisture back to the product, just so it's not too drying on the skin, but you want it to dry down to be able to give you more of that effect of the product, versus just going straight in and then blending it out and not getting the full effects of the product. So that's just something that I learned from watching fellow YouTubers. So just gonna sit here, let that go down for a little bit, and then bring it back. Go ahead and do some brows. So I'm using good old Anastasia, excuse the eyelash glue that's on the top, but whatever. This is Anastasia's chocolate. Come on, there you go. And I am using Elf's eyebrow duo brush. Yeah. So let me slow down, because I'm about to mess up and be upset. So whenever I do my brows, I always use my loose powder by Dermablend. I always use that to basically mattify my brows, so as I go throughout the day, I'm not oily. Well, as I go through the day, of course, your face will naturally build up some oil on it. At least mine does, because I am oily to combination skin. So I just go in with a little fluffy brush. Doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be a particular brush, but just a little fluffy brush to put some powder on the brows to help with the shine throughout the day. So can y'all see me? Can you see me? Can you see me? Okay. So let's get a little closer. So I always start, use the angle part. Can you see? Right here. Yeah. So I take that. And I don't start at the beginning of the brow, because naturally you see the brow hair is darker as you get closer to the end, and then as you get closer to the center of the face, it's a lot lighter. That's just naturally how the brows grow. So you want to use that same mindset whenever you are filling in your brows, that you're not going too dark at the beginning of the brow, and you're following your natural lines. So how I did that, I just went in and I literally followed the natural line of my brows at the bottom and then at the top, and then I'm going to take my brush and then I'm going to lay it flat. So opposed to having it at the angle like I had it like that, I'm just going to lay it flat like this, like pressed up against my face, and then I'm going to basically color it in. And this time you want to use your primary skills, color within the lines. So then, actually don't color within the lines that far up, but I just did that just now. And then whatever excess product you have, just go in and begin to fill in whatever parts you have. And then as you get closer to it, like I said, don't add any product, just fill it in, and then use the spoolie part of the brush and just brush it to give it that natural gradient look. Now I will say brows are definitely sisters, well, cousins, sisters, not twins, however you want to say it, but I'll say my brows for some reason like to compete against each other, and this one always wins. This one always is like, we trying, sis, we trying, but we just be struggling still. So if that's how it looks today, I'm used to it. Y'all can just get used to it. But if it comes out that my brows came out like on both sides, okay, lets me know we're gonna have an even better day. But anyway, okay, so back. Okay, so I'm starting where my brow is naturally darker, following that line. Can y'all see me? Following that line. And then I'm going over to the top, same thing, following those natural lines, natural brow arch, and then laying the brush flat and coloring it in. Yeah, like that. excess product, come towards the front, and brush. Brush up, brush up, brush up. Yeah. Okay. Like I said, you just use that same brush. Don't add any more product. And just go in and fill in where you see fit. Okay. Like I said, I never said they were gonna be perfect, but they do what they like to do when they like to do it, and I just don't fight with them. I just don't. It's just not for me. It's not for me. So now I'm gonna go in, and my product has sat long enough, so I'm going to give it some life. Oh man. There we go. Give it some life. And I'm using Morphe's beauty blender. They're all right with me. But anyway, now I'm going to go in with my beauty blender, and I'm going to blend out everything that's under my eye area first. Look up, pat. Like I said, I'm not as nice to my face, but it gets the job done. So now, look at how much that product, look at that. What y'all think? And you want to make sure you get all the way up under your eye. Just try not to get it in your eye, but you know, take your time. You can always go slower, you can go faster, whatever's going to work best for you. Okay, now to the other side. Going up alongside the nose. And blending out. Make sure you get up under the eye. And I always find it better just look up and over. And now I'm going to go over my eye with just the excess product. So tell me, what are you all's favorite concealers to use? Do you like more of the highlight? Do you like more of the natural skin tone? The concealer that is just gonna give you just a little extra or do you like to just go all out every time? Now I'm going in to my chin, blending that out. Go to my nose. Going up, just dab. Just taking that product. You're not how should I say this? You're not pushing the product. You're just naturally going up along your nose where you place the product. And so as you're moving your hand, as you're just bouncing your hand up, is naturally going to put itself in its place. So same thing with the forehead. You're not pushing it over anywhere. You're not moving it. You're just bouncing the sponge around. And as you bounce the sponge around, the product is going to begin to distribute as it should. Yeah. So I'll just go back in and clean up my brows. But right now, to take that excess product and just go around the face. Go around my mouth. And I'm not a huge fan of going under, but what I will do is I'll just take what product is left from when I used the concealer. That's just me. But blend that out so far. So now I'm going to go in with my what is it? I'm going to go in with my brush, and I'm using I think, yeah, this is Sephora's Pro Angle brush. Y'all see that? Come on. Look here now. You're supposed to be the best of the best picking up products. Okay. So hopefully y'all got that. So then when I do use my angle brush, I just take it and I just push the product into the skin and I move it up. Push the product in and move it up to buff it out. Now I actually let this product sit a little too long, so it's going to take me a little more effort. And then there we go. But push the product up. Push the product up. And then I'm just going in like circular motions. Going circular motions, buffing that into the skin. Same thing, opposite direction, buff it into the skin. Talk about work the arms, you're working your muscles. But you'll love it at the end. Okay. So I gotta keep working that. Can you work it? Okay, buff, buff, buff. I came down too far on this side. But do y'all see this? That natural. Y'all. Don't mind the contour, but do y'all see that glow? Like, baby girl is glowing from within. Yes. Yes. We glow from within. We sure do, honey. We sure do. Okay. Buff, buff, buff. Buff, buff, buff. Buff, 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 buff. And now we're going to go in with the Morphe M173 brush, and I'm going to begin with my concealer, my contour that I had right here on the nose area. So basically what I did was I just took that product and I just started to come down alongside my nose. So let's see. See that? Started right here under the brow bone, just buff that down. Same thing on the other side. Brow bone, under the brow bone where we place the product. Okay. And then just bring that product down. So the product was there. And then we just want to bring it down to give it like a gradient look, because we don't want it to be too sharp as we get, well, I don't want it to be too sharp as it gets to the end of my nose. To each his own. To each his own. What I like, you may not like. What I love, you may hate. What you love, I may hate. What you love, I may like, and vice versa. But yeah. So let me spray this brush. Ah! Some brushes fell. Sorry. But yeah, so I can go into loosen up, because I definitely let the product sit a lot longer than I normally do, so it's okay. We'll work it through. We'll work it out. Yeah, we'll work it out. You're just gonna work that out, honey. But yeah, so naturally we have, and I still am going to go in and fix the on the cheek. But just looking at just that glow, it's just okay. Okay. Now I'm going to go back over with that concealer that, I mean the sponge that I used earlier, just to give me some more of that natural blending into the product. So it looks intentional. Come down here. See if I can help that out. I tell you, blending is not for the faint at heart. You hear me? It is not for the faint at heart. But the job will get done eventually. But yeah. Go up under that eye. How we looking? How we looking? Looking decent. Gonna go back in and fix the brows. But before I fix my brows, I want to go ahead and set under my eye. And for me, it's the Fenty. It's the Fenty Beauty Cashew for me. This is, talk about blur. Blur, honey. We's blurs. Yes. Going in. Okay. So this is the part. It's the part that don't look pretty. And I'm not going to try to make it look pretty. But I absolutely love this powder for setting. I love it. Look at that. Who said what? I thought somebody who didn't set their faces. So you thought. But yes, I absolutely love this powder. Absolutely love it. Hands down. Hands down. So now go in on the cheek. I'm saying go on the cheek. Oops, excuse me. Now I'm gonna go in on the chin and on the forehead. And I think I want to bring a little more to my nose. So I'm gonna make that a little brighter. There we go. I'm gonna make my nose a little brighter. And while I let that set a little, let me go in and finish that. What happened? Why does my light look dimmer? What happened? We good? Is everything all right out there, guys? What's going on? What happened? Okay. Well, hopefully footage is still going. But next up is my Fenty Beauty in Cocoa Naughty. Yes, she does the job for me every time. Every time? Every time. Okay, so now I'm just going over where I placed my contour earlier. Just going over there. Because right now I'm setting. And I just realized I didn't use my foundation today, but it's okay. Yeah. Just following that line where I had my product with my contour stick that I used. There we go. There we go. Okay. There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, so now I'm going to take that brush that I had earlier where I was blending out the contour. Take that same brush and just go over it with the contour powder. And then buff that out into the brow. Y'all see that? Buff it out into the brow. Same thing. Buff that out. Now I'm going to take my foundation, the beauty blender that not foundation, but the beauty blender that I was using earlier for my concealer. And I'm just going to take that and I'm just going to buff this out. Give me a little brighter effect on the nose. Because I do like my contour to stand out on my nose. But you don't want it to stand out too much, so you could just go in and blend that across with the product. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. And then just take a tiny bit and then go on top with the Fenty powder in cashew. So you're just setting that, and let's try to buff this back out. Just buffing out my eyes so I can go in and set that with some powder, which I should have set that earlier, but I wasn't thinking. So now let's go in and set the eyes with the powder. And this is like an everyday, natural, I want to look cute, but I don't want to make it look like I put in a lot of effort. But with beauty comes effort, so it is what it is. So now I'm going to go back in and fix up my brows, any product that I may have removed in the process of blending out. So just go up. Let's see, we there? Oh, y'all see? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to want y'all to see, but I want to see too. I'm trying to see with y'all. Yeah. Okay, so go ahead and finish up the second brow. My camera decided to cut off, so had to get that situated, and we're back. Can y'all see me? As you can see, my camera cut out on me. This is the final look. Some friends and I went to the Selfie Museum here, and this is the look. What do you think? Well, here's some more footage of the rest of the night. Thanks for watching.